Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, everybody. Thank you for coming. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Radhe Radhe Govinda, Radhe Radhe Govinda, Radhe Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe Radhe Govinda, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Govinda Radhe, Govinda Radhe, Govinda Radhe, Govinda Radhe, Radhe Govinda, Govinda Radhe, Govinda Radhe. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Radhe Radhe Govinda, Radhe Radhe Govinda, Radhe Radhe Govinda, 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 Govinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Nityananda Nityananda, Gauranga, Nityananda Nityananda, Gauranga, Nityananda Nityananda, Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda Gauranga. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. If anybody wants to come on, you can. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Thanks for using.
I don't know how the sound was, but it is what it is. So let's chant a little japa together for a few minutes. See where it all goes. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Oh, my Lord Sri Krishna, Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, 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 Hare. Ah, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare. Radha Krishna, Radha Krishna, Radha Krishna. Radha Krishna, Radha Krishna, Radha Krishna. Radha Krishna, Radha, Radhe. Oh, my Lord Radhe Krishna. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya. Radha Krishna. Radha Krishna. Radha Krishna. Radhe, Radhe. Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. Radha, Radha, Radha. Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. Radhe, Radhe. Oh, my Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Ah, ah, ah. Okay. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Reading from 10th Canto. Let's see here. Hmm. Okay, let's see here. Text number 44. This is Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th Canto, uh, chapter 46. While Krishna's messenger continued speaking with Nanda, the night ended. O king, the women of the cowherd village rose from bed and, lighting lamps, worshipped their household deities. Then they began churning yogurt into butter as they pulled on the churning ropes with their bangled arms. The women of Raj shone with the splendor of their jewels, which reflected the lamp's light. Their hips, breasts, and necklaces moved about, and their faces, anointed with reddish kumkum, glowed radiantly with the luster their earrings reflected from their cheeks. As the ladies of Raj loudly sang the glories of the lotus-eyed Krishna, their songs blended with the sound of their churning, ascended to the sky, and dissipated all inauspiciousness in every direction. When the godly sun had arisen, the people of Raj noticed the golden chariot in front of Nanda Maharaj's doorway. Who does this belong to? They asked. Perhaps Sakura returned, he who fulfilled Kamsa's desire by taking lotus-eyed Krishna to Mathura. Is he going to use our flesh to offer funeral oblations for his master, who was so satisfied with his service? As the women were speaking in this way, Uddhava appeared, having finished his early morning duties. Chapter 47, Song of the Bee. Sukadev Goswami said, the young women of Raj became astonished upon seeing Lord Krishna's servant, who had long arms, who had long arms, whose eyes resembled a newly grown lotus, and who wore a yellow garment and a lotus garland, and whose lotus-like face glowed with brightly polished earrings. "Who is this handsome man?" the gopis asked. "Where has he come from? And whom does he serve?" "He's wearing Krishna's clothes and ornaments." Saying this, the gopis eagerly crowded around Uddhava, whose shelter was the lotus feet of Lord Uttama's Sloka, Lord Krishna. Bowing their heads in humility, the gopis duly honored Uddhava with their shy, smiling glances and pleasing words. They took him to a quiet place and seated him comfortably and began to question him, for they recognized him to be a messenger from Krishna, the master of the goddess of fortune. The gopis said, "We know that you are a personal servant of Krishna, the chief of the Yadus, and that you have come here on the order of your good master, who desires to give pleasure to his parents. We see nothing else he might consider worth remembering in these cow pastures of Raj. Indeed, the bonds of affection for one's family members are difficult to break, even for a sage. The friendship shown towards others, those who are not family members, is motivated by personal interest." And thus, it is a pretense that lasts only until one's purpose is fulfilled. Such friendship is just like the interest men take in women or in bees and flowers. Prostitutes abandon a penniless man, subjects an incompetent king, students their teacher once they have finished their education, and priests a man who has remunerated for them for a sacrifice. Birds abandon a tree when its fruit is gone, guests a house after they have eaten, animals a forest that is burned down. And the lover the woman he has enjoyed, even though she remains attached to him. Thus speaking, the gopis, whose words, bodies, and minds were fully dedicated to Lord Govinda, put aside their regular work now that Krishna's messenger Sri Uddhava had arrived among them. Constantly remembering the activities of their beloved Krishna had performed in his childhood and youth, they sang about them and cried without shame. One of the gopis, while meditating on her previous association with Krishna, saw a honeybee before her and imagined it to be a messenger sent by her beloved. Thus she spoke as follows. The gopi said, "O honeybee, O friend of a cheater, do not touch my feet with your whiskers, which are smeared with the kumkum that rubbed onto Krishna's garland when it was crushed by the breasts of a rival lover. Let Krishna satisfy the women of Mathura. One who sends a messenger like you will certainly be ridiculed by the Yadu's assembly. After making us drink the enchanting nectar of his lips only once, Krishna suddenly abandoned us, just like you might abandon some flowers. How is it then that the goddess Padma willingly serves his lotus feet? Alas, The answer most certainly must be that her mind has been stolen away by his deceitful words. Obi, why do you sing here? Why do you sing here so much about the Lord of the Yadus in front of us homeless people? These topics are old news for us. Better you sing about that friend of Arjuna in front of his new girlfriends, the burning desire in whose breasts he has now relieved. Those ladies will surely give you the charity you are begging, in heaven on earth or in the subterranean sphere. What women are unavailable to him? He simply arches his eyebrows and smiles with deceptive charm, and they all become his. The supreme goddess herself worships the dust of his feet. So, what is our position in comparison? But at least those who are wretched can chant his name, Uttama Sloka. Keep your head off my feet. I know what you are doing. You are expertly learned diplomacy from Mukunda, and now you come as his messenger with flattering words. But he has abandoned those who, for his sake alone, gave up their children, husbands, and other relations. He's simply ungrateful. Why should I make up with him now? Like a hunter, he cruelly shot the king of the monkeys with arrows. Because he was conquered by a woman, he disfigured another woman who came to him with lusty desires. And even after consuming the gifts of Bali Maharaj, he bound him up with ropes as if he were a crow. So let us give up all friendship with this dark complexioned boy. Even if we cannot give up talking about him. To hear about the pastimes that Krishna regularly performs is nectar for the ears. For those who relish a single drop of that nectar even once. Their dedication to material duality is ruined. Many such persons have suddenly given up their wretched homes and families and themselves, becoming wretched, traveled here to Vrindavan to wander about like birds begging for their living. Faithfully taking his deceitful words as true, we became just like the black deer's foolish wives, who trust the cruel hunter's song. Thus we repeatedly felt the sharp pain of lust caused by the touch of his nails. O messenger, please talk about something else besides Krishna. O friend of my dear one, has my beloved sent you here again? I should honor you, friend, so please choose whatever boon you wish. But why have you come back here to take us to have you come back here to take us to him whose conjugal love is so difficult to give up? After all, gentle bee, his consort is the goddess Shri, and she is always with him, staying upon his chest. Oh, Uddhava, it is indeed regrettable that Krishna resides in Mathura. Does he remember his father's household affairs and his friends, the cowherd boys? O great soul, does he ever talk about us, his maidservants? When will he lay on our heads his agora scented hand? Shukadeva Goswami said, having heard this, Uddhava then tried to pacify the gopis who were most eager to see Lord Krishna. He thus began relating to them the message of their beloved. Sri Uddhava said, certainly you gopis are all successful and all universally worshipped because you have dedicated your minds in this way to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vasudeva. Devotional service unto the Supreme Lord Krishna is attained by charity, strict vows, austerities, and fire sacrifices, by japa, study of Vedic texts, observance of the regulative principles, and indeed by the performance of many other auspicious practices. By your great fortune, you have established an unexcelled standard of pure devotion for the Lord, Uttama Sloka, a standard even sages can hardly attain. By your great fortune, you have left your sons, husbands, bodily comforts, relatives, and homes in favor of the Supreme Male, who is known as Krishna. You have rightly claimed the privilege of unalloyed love for the transcendental Lord, O most glorious gopis. Indeed, by exhibiting your love for Krishna in separation from him, you have shown me great mercy. My good beloved's message, which I, the confidential servant of my master, have come here to bring you. The Supreme Lord said, you are never actually separated from me, for I am the soul of all creation. Just as the elements of nature, ether, air, fire, water, and earth are present in every created thing, so I am present within everyone's mind, life, air, and senses, and also within the physical elements and the modes of material nature. By myself, I create, sustain, and withdraw myself within myself by the power of my personal energy, which comprises the material elements, the senses, and the modes of nature. Being composed of pure consciousness or knowledge, the soul is distinct from everything material and is uninvolved in the entanglements of the modes of nature. We can perceive the soul through the three functions of material nature, known as wakefulness, sleep, and deep sleep. I'm going to skip ahead. But the actual reason why I, the beloved object of your sight, have stayed away, far away from you, is that I wanted to intensify your meditation upon me and thus draw your minds closer to me. When her lover is far away, a woman thinks of him more than when he is present before her. Because your minds are totally absorbed in me and free from all other engagement, you remember me always, and so you will very soon have me again in your presence. We'll finish this story another time. Okay, I think we'll end it here. I think I gotta lay down for a little bit. Hare Krishna.